episode of Jacob's Weekend Cooks. We got some beef dino ribs from HEB, of course. Again, here we go. We got USDA Choice. They come in at about 6.47 pounds and they're $4.99 a pound. So they look pretty good in the package. What I look at the ones at HEB is to make sure the package is sealed real tight, because I've seen some where they get air pockets in there and I really don't want to mess with that meat. But yeah, these look pretty good in the packaging. You can kind of see the marbling in the meat. They do have a layer of fat up top, but I'll show you this right now when I open the package. Alright, here are the ribs outside of the package. They look real nice. They got a lot of intramuscular fat, so they got some good marbling. Mind you, these are choice ribs. They got some nice intramuscular fat right here along the side. On this other side, you can see where the fat cap starts coming down and then finishes off on the bone. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim all this fat off, because under this fat, there's silver skin, because this is a working muscle. So you wanna get rid of that silver skin. I don't know, see, look real closely. There's silver skin down here. So yeah, you gotta get rid of that silver skin to make this a more enjoyable rib. So yeah, I'm gonna work on this and I'll show you here in a little bit. Okay, here's most of that fat. I managed to peel it off pretty much. A couple slices here and there. But look, if we look closely, we still got some silver skin under here. So this is where it's gonna get tough, because you don't wanna take off too much meat, but you do wanna get rid of this silver skin. Also down here towards the end where the fat was thicker, I'm gonna have to cut in more to get rid of more of that fat. Because remember, we don't really need all this fat, because remember, the meat, it has a lot of intramuscular fat. You can see it right here. So yeah, we're gonna clean this silver skin up, and then we'll move on to the next step. I got all the ribs all cleaned up. Here's most of the material. Like I said, there was a bunch of silver skin on it. This rib right here, I ended up cutting it off because look at it. It doesn't really have any meat on there. It has a little bit, but it's not gonna be a total loss. I can't really do nothing much with this. So yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So I cut it off all the way through and got off all the silver skin. But remember, there's muscles that run this way, and then there's muscles that run this way. So there's a layer of muscle under there. You can trim this away, the top part, and just eat this top part, but that's not the point of dinosaur ribs. So yeah, you're gonna have some silver skin under here, inside, between these two layers. So yeah, right now I'm gonna season these up. I'm not too sure what seasoning I'm gonna use yet, but yeah, I'm gonna season these up and we'll put them on the grill. Before you season these up, make sure you rinse them off, because you might have some loose materials from the bone. You can feel it. You can't really see it, but there's some loose material from the bone. Get rid of all that, and then season them up. I'm gonna season them similar to what I do a steak. It's gonna be kosher salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. And like I said, I'm gonna season both sides, let it sit for a little while, and then I'm gonna take it outside and cook them up. Since I'm gonna flip these over, I'm gonna kind of press the seasoning into the backside here, trying to make it stick as much as possible. And then I'm gonna flip it over. All right, here's the ribs all seasoned up. They're looking nice and neat. Don't be afraid to season these a little heavier, because this is a thick piece of meat. And also make sure to get the sides. Right now, I'm gonna go get the fire started, so I'm gonna leave this sitting on the counter, and then we'll go throw them on the grill. Here are the dino ribs. They're already inside the pit. Got the fire roaring. We're gonna run these hot and fast. So that means we're gonna run a temp of about 275 to 325. We don't wanna go over 325 because that'll burn the pepper, and burnt pepper doesn't taste very good. We're gonna treat this similar to a brisket. Since this is a working muscle, it's gonna take some time for that fat and collagen to break down to make it tender. So what we're gonna do is then take this to 160. After 160, we're gonna take these up to about 190. Maybe 187, because we don't want these to fall off the bone. These are ribs, of course, so I want to have a little bite. I don't want them to fall off the meat, off the bone. So yeah, we're gonna take this to about 160, wrap it, and 180, 87. All right, here we go. Okay, here we are. We got a temp of 165. I let them pass just a little bit, but that's fine. We're gonna wrap these up, and then we're gonna take them to about 185 to 190 degrees. All right, got them all wrapped up. They still climb temp, 167. We're gonna keep on rolling. They're already nice and neat. Yeah, so here we go. A little bit more. Okay, there we are. We got 190 degrees. I remember I said I was gonna go to 187 degrees or 85, but I remember the Wagyu ribs I did about 185 and they didn't come out as tender as I wanted. So yeah, these are 190 degrees. I'm gonna pull them out and set them inside a cooler and let them rest for about an hour. It is inside the ice chest. If you're like me and forget to line your ice chest with some foil paper or put a pan on the inside, these crock pot bags work pretty good. They can handle the heat, because anyways it's cooling down from here. So yeah, I'm gonna let it sit in here covered for about an hour, and then we're gonna pull them out. Here we are. It's been sitting an hour. This bag looked like it worked pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is pull the ribs out, set it on the cutting board, and then I'm gonna open it up and show you what it looks like. Here we are. We got the ribs out of the package. They do got a nice little jiggle. They're not as jiggly as a brisket, but I didn't want them to fall off the bone. I still want to have a bite and pull them from the bone. So right now we're gonna cut them open. Look at that, juicy. Oh man, that's the money shot right there. But you can see where all the openings, those pockets are at. That's where the intramuscular fat was. So this is choice ribs. Prime or Wagyu would have probably about the same, if not a little more. So yeah, for choice, this is excellent for cooking. So yeah, I'm gonna cut these up, serve the individual ones, and then I'm gonna make the sandwiches. I don't know how many of y'all know that I've been dieting. I know I haven't had very diet meals in the past couple videos, but yeah, I've been doing the keto diet for a while, or the Atkins, whatever. Anyways, yeah, I found this bread at HEB Plus. It's called ThinSlim Foods Zero Net Carb Bread. Never tried it before. It's the first time I ever see it there. I've seen it online, but I've never had the courage to buy it because you got to pay for shipping and all that. Well, I bought it at the store. Look, it's got 7 total carbs, fiber, 7 grams of carbs, 0 sugars. So yeah, see how this comes out. It tastes, it looks like it's vacuum packed, but it does say open, once opened, refrigerate 2 weeks or freeze. So yeah, we're gonna see how this tastes. I'm gonna make some rib sandwiches. Here we are toasting the bread. Make sure you put butter on your skillet. Once the bread's got a nice little toast on it, similar to this, you flip it over. Once it flips, it's time to add the cheese. You get the cheese, make sure you get that butter everywhere. Okay, make sure you get some on your bread. Start adding your meats. It doesn't have to be pretty, but if you want a lot on your sandwich, make sure you make it all nice and neat so you get the structural integrity that you want, so you can have a nice big meaty hearty sandwich. And then put this other one on top. Add some butter. Okay, now we flip it. Hopefully I don't break it. Okay, we got the flip down. A little piece of meat fell out, but that's fine. Try to get this butter, this buttery goodness on here. Oh yeah. Give it a little press so it comes together real nicely. Get this piece of meat out here. You already had your fun over there in the pit. Okay. Let it sit a little bit. Once it feels like it's toasted, should be done. Turn off your heat. Make sure you don't get that fire alarm going. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice, neat, cheese all melty. It's pretty. Here we are. The sandwich is looking all nice and pretty. 2 cheese, 1 layer of meat. This little bad boy only had 1 and 1, but that's fine. They're looking very, very sexy, juicy, appealing. So yeah, I usually do my hyperlapse video, but I'm not gonna do that. I find the videos come out a little better, less work to do on video editing. So I'm gonna eat these, tell you at the end of the review of the bread, the review of the dino ribs. So I'll be back here in a little bit. Oh man, how was that? Them dino ribs look delicious, didn't they? All I did with them was seasoned salt, pepper, and garlic, the big three, equal parts. Took them up to 160, wrapped them up in foil, finished them off to 190, brought them out, set them in the cooler for an hour, took them out from the cooler, set them on my cutting board, gave them that little jiggle test. They had a little jiggle, not too much, and it sliced right into them. Man, when I sliced right into them, man, that was the money shot, right? All the juices flowing out. You could see the marbling from the meat. It was something else. The dinosaur ribs, for being choice, they were excellent. I don't know how much difference a prime would be or a Wagyu dino rib would be, but I will try them here in the future. I just don't know when or where I can get them, but I'm looking forward to that as well. ThinSlim Foods, the review on that is, hey, it's good. 0 carb bread. Wow, that's amazing. That's one hell of a pro right there. Another pro is it tastes like bread. It's not gonna taste like something plastic or some fake food, right? It has actually good flavor. Pounds on the bread would be like, it's cost $7.98 a loaf, so it's pretty pricey. Also, it's not that big. It's about a half loaf, half the size of a regular bread loaf. So yeah, if you think about it, for buying a full loaf of bread, it'll be like $14. It also has a short shelf life, or not. I'm sorry, not a shelf life, but rather when you open it up, the life is not that long. It only can stand for 2 weeks, and it has to be refrigerated or frozen. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Does it get mold, or does it get hard? Like it gets hard, yeah, like it hardens with the air or something. I'm not too sure what happens there. Would I buy the ThinSlim's bread again? Sure, it's good. I'm not gonna buy it all the time. I prefer tortillas over bread, and we'll see how that goes. Also, HEB did get a deal with Sola or Soya or something like that. It's another low carb company. They do have the ice creams in the stores right now, but they're introducing low carb breads, from what I understood. So we'll see how that turns out. I haven't seen any in the stores yet, and usually like Corpus, the one that usually gets everything close to my area, that gets everything early, is the one that has it, and they don't have it yet. The only one they had was this ThinSlim. But yeah, it was something different. I liked it. I want to eat a burger sometimes. I want to eat a sandwich. I want to eat a hot dog. I can't say PB&J because you can't use the peanut butter. But heck, you can make a pecan butter. It's just the same with some jelly, some low carb jelly, zero sugar jelly. But yeah, all in all, it was a great meal. I enjoyed it. The cross section of that sandwich, oh man, made my mouth water. I didn't do my hyperlapse like I always do, but no joke, it went by that quick. I said, oh man, I wish I had more. So yeah, this is Jacob saying, try the ThinSlims, try doing the dino ribs, and like I say in all my videos, no recipe is perfect. It's up to us to try them, adjust them if we don't like them, and as long as we never stop cooking, right? So until next time, this is Jacob saying peace.